getting the military to turn hawkish. National Security Advisor John Bolton and other Trump aides chafed on Tuesday over what they said was the failure of 3 senior Maduro loyalists who purportedly had negotiated with the opposition to change sides but then reneged. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo said Maduro had been expected to flee the country on Tuesday but Russia convinced him to stay. The Kremlin denied this. Strong doubts remain whether Guaido's offer of amnesty and U.S. promises to lift sanctions will be enough to spur the military to abandon Maduro in large numbers. Tightening financial news. The Trump administration has relied more than anything else on sanctions to put bite in its anti-Maduro policy. The sanctions are aimed at choking off cash flow to his government, and more measures are coming, say U.S. officials. While some of the toughest steps have already been taken, the administration could add to its list of blacklisted Venezuelan banks, companies, and individuals, though it is unclear whether this will have significant impact. It could also act against remaining foreign partners of state oil company PDVSA, using secondary sanctions of the type Washington has threatened against foreign companies doing business with Iran. Potential targets are Spanish oil company Repsol, Russian state oil major Rosneft, and India's Reliance Industries. Such moves, however, would anger their governments. U.S. military options. Trump and his aides have repeatedly said military options are on the table. But there is deep skepticism whether the president, who is trying to extract the United States from Syria and Afghanistan, is ready for a new foreign conflict. But U.S. officials continued to emphasize diplomatic and economic pressure as the best way to help oust Maduro. Pressuring Russia and Cuba. The Trump administration has become increasingly critical of Russia and Cuba, accusing them of propping up their staunch ally Maduro. But neither Moscow nor Havana are heeding U.S. warnings. Pompeo, in a phone call with Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov on Tuesday, said intervention by Russia is destabilizing for relations. Lavrov told Pompeo further aggressive steps in Venezuela would be fraught with the gravest consequences, the Russian Foreign Ministry said. Trump on Tuesday threatened a full and complete embargo on Cuba if its communist leadership did not withdraw security backing for Maduro. U.S. officials have said Cuba has 20,000 to 25,000 military and intelligence personnel in Venezuela. Cuba has repeatedly denied it has troops in the country. Looking to 2020 election, his toughened stance on Cuba and Venezuela has gone down well among Cuban Americans in South Florida, an important voting bloc in a political swing state seen as crucial to his chances of retaining the White House. However, if Maduro is still firmly in power, it will be hard for Trump to tout Venezuela as a foreign policy success.